3. Yeah. How y'all feel out there? What up? Yeah. It's so soulful right now.
Say when. Say when.
When? Nah, I'm not going.
They murdered it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going there. What up, yo? It's your boy, Wade Blogs, a.k.a. Mr. Quid Pro Quo, a.k.a. The...
Wait for it.
Wade Blogs. Episode 95 of the Words with Wade podcast. Before we begin, shout out to Ari. She couldn't be with us this week. She has some personal family matters she had to attend to. But she'll be back next episode, hopefully.
Same Wade time, same Wade channel.
Facts. But as always, we're here recording at the lovely Radio Ready Studios with our crystal clear clarity. We have G here. G, what up, G? G. I'm just talking to him and he just black out. You see that?
Shit. I'm here.
It's so funny. Me and G, I gotta let y'all know a couple things here. So me and G been talking for like the last 3 hours, just talking. We're like, we gotta record this eventually. You know that, right? Just talking about shit. So we had to cut the mics on and start recording so we can get y'all the show. I should have did the whole music through the whole thing, but oh well. Like I said, episode 95. Shout out to all y'all listeners. Shout out to everybody in Uncut Nation, whether you're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, wherever you're listening to us. Appreciate y'all love, support, the comments, everything. Love y'all. And without further ado, let's just get into the rundown.
The rundown.
So before we get back into the rundown, let's go ahead and go back into to this, because this joint goes so hard. This instrumental just goes so hard.
That's just because we know what Jay did on it.
Yeah, because when Jay, well, not just Jay, the original Grammy Family song was hard too. Like the song was hard.
Fuck all that.
John, let you be like.
Fuck all that. When Jay did on Funk Flex and that shit, he found the stream that beat.
Yeah, Jay did put this beat in another stratosphere. And I tweeted it this weekend, but y'all gotta go back and watch the footage of that Funk Flex freestyle when Jay did it. My God.
He said no pocket dude getting close. Now, how I'm supposed to win when they got me fighting ghosts?
And one of the most famous lines from that bar is what? To be Bobby then, you gotta be Bobby now.
Yes.
That was crazy.
Nah. My line was, as we were talking on air, online about this before everything got started. He was like, may these words be recorded to serve as testimony that I saw it all before it came to fruition, sort of a premonition, uncontrollable ambition.
Yo, listen, y'all have to go back and just hit me on Twitter, the Wade Vlogs. I'm telling you, go back and look at the footage. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the footage of him freestyling at Funk Flex at Hot 97. It's bananas. It's bananas. But we're playing Grammy Family for a reason. The Grammys are coming up. The nominees were announced earlier this week, and like we always do with this show, whenever award ceremonies come up, we like to go over the nominees to the categories we care about and kind of predict who we think is going to win. So, normally we have Ari reading these because y'all like hearing Ari talk. But it's me and G, so we'll just go through it here, and I'll start off with the record of the year. I'm gonna read the nominees, read the songs, and we'll just say who we think is gonna win this category. Start off with "I Like It" by Cardi B, Bad Bunny, and J Balvin. Yeah. "The Joke" by Brandy Carly. "This Is America," Childish Gambino. "God's Plan," Drake. "Shallow" from Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. All the Stars, Kendrick and the SZA, Rockstar from Post Malone, 21 Savage, and The Middle by Zed featuring Maren Morris and Gray. For me, my heart says All the Stars, but my head says God's Plan.
Hey, hold on. I'm sorry. I missed the category. Which category are you?
This is Record of the Year.
Oh, shit. I'm scrolling. Okay, I got you.
So
I would like This Is America.
You think This Is America?
I would like that. That's what I would like. What I think is going to happen, probably Lady Gaga, Shallow.
I was looking at that.
Or, The Middle. One of those two I think is going to happen. I would prefer it to be This Is America.
I was looking at Lady Gaga because Gaga has a history of winning these things, so I could see that. But the hip hop in me, and it's the Grammys, I could see it being God's Plan. I could really see that.
Yeah, the way he's been streaming this year, but the Grammys is a little.
Yeah, so
oh, my bad. Hold on.
It's cool. Continue on. I don't know. I think I could see Shallow. I
have no idea where that came from. My bad.
It's cool. Don't trip.
Lord.
I could definitely. You got me rethinking that. I could definitely see Shallow.
Yeah, because it's like the Grammys is different as far as songs will pop up as far as the award that you really haven't heard throughout the year because there have been the ways that they're being played,
right,
and where they're being played. So it's not like it's a radio situation. And although Drake's God Plan has, streamed as much as it's done, it hasn't, I don't think, crossed over into certain markets where the people who actually vote with the Grammys care about.
Yeah. But see, if I'm picking what I want, I would say All the Stars. But just like I said, knowing the Grammys and the impact the year that Drake has had, I would say God's Plan. But then you threw me off with Shallow, so it could be Shallow as well. But I'm gonna stick with God's Plan just for sake of the podcast. But I could see Shallow. I wouldn't be surprised if Shallow won.
Yeah, very true. Shit. A lot of people don't fuck with him, but I like him. I fuck with Post. So just for the fact that he's nominated, I enjoy that fact. Like, a lot of people don't like Post Malone. I fuck with Post. Go ahead, crucify me. Say he's a culture vulture and this and the third.
I don't rock with him. I definitely don't rock with guy White Iverson. I'm good. I'm really good on that.
Yeah, the thing that trips me out about that, like, I wasn't too keen on that particular song. That just happened to be his breakout song. But he said on more than one occasion that he doesn't want to be categorized as a rapper.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. And I think that's where a lot of fault lies, is because a lot of people initially, when he came out, they put him in the rap category. And then off the title of the song, they felt like he was just, being a vulture. But if you actually listen to Post music, especially because he doesn't want to be considered a rapper, like, his vibe is crazy. Like, he does more like folk music.
Yeah, I mean he gives off that vibe. If you look at him, he gives off the vibe of like a folk singer. You know what I mean? Like a hip country western singer. So I can dig
Exactly. Exactly.
that. All right, so I want to skip album of the year. I want to leave that for last because
That's fun.
that's kind of the big thing. Let's go to you want to do song of the year?
Yeah, we can do that. Let's see who we got. We got All the Stars again. We got Booed Up, God's Plan, In My Blood, The Joke, The Middle, Shallow, This Is America. Sound familiar, don't it?
It sounds yeah.
It sounds familiar. I'm a root for the underdog in this whole setup. I want Ella May to get her first joint first year.
For song of the year?
Yeah, boy. Hey, look, keep in mind. You remember a couple episodes ago we was doing song of the summer.
You're right.
So, summer typically controls the year. So, first year, first time out, yeah, I love her to have it. Who's probably going to get it? I'm going to go with your prediction previously. It'll probably be Godspeed.
Yeah, I'm looking at it as well. And once again, I said the same thing. I would prefer All the Stars, but it's probably going to be God's Plan.
Kendrick Duckworth.
Yeah, I would love All the Stars to win, but it's probably going to be God's Plan. Let's go with Best New Artist, Chloe and Haley, Luke Combs, Greta Van Fleet, Her, Dua Lipa, Margot Price, BB, Rexa, I guess, and Jorah Smith.
Her.
Yeah, I'm going Her easy. I can see Jorah Smith winning because that's the formula that those voters like. Like she's Caucasian and sings soul music, so I can see her winning. That's that formula. But I'm going for her. I'm rooting for her on this one.
Besides that, what is it? Chloe and Haley.
Yeah, them. I like them too. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, that'll probably be what it is. No pop.
Nah, not in this category.
All the pop is running together.
Yeah. All right, what's best urban contemporary album?
Yeah, I'm scrolling for it. Unless you want to do best R&B song.
All right, best R&B song, we can do that. Go ahead.
Boot Up, Come Through and Chill, Feels Like Summer, Focus, and Long As I Live. Again, I'm still biased. I love for Ella to win it first year, first time out. But at the same token, that Come Through and Chill, that Miguel and Cole.
Yeah, that does go hard.
That was my shit. But even still, the Focus joint. Oh shit! What Her and
I'm going for Daniel Caesar, right?
Yeah, Caesar. That's I'm sitting here trying to think of it. Yeah, Daniel Caesar and Her.
Yeah, I'm going for Focus.
It got to be one of those three. It'll probably be Focus. Which I'm really tripping off that Tony Braxton got a track in the joint.
Yeah, right. I'm going Focus. I'm going Focus on that one.
I might have to side with you on that. Even though, again, first year, first time out, I love for Ella to get it. But yeah, that Focus joint, her and Daniel Caesar, bruh, that's just great. That's just great music.
Yeah, that is tremendous. Do you know she's only like 21 years old?
Yep.
That shit is crazy.
Fine as hell.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
No, baby, keep your sunglasses on. Keep them on.
I know, right? Keep your sunglasses. Put your hand over your face like you always do. We all good with that, baby. We all good with that.
We ain't shit, yo.
Let's see. Best urban contemporary album. We'll go back to that one. I got Everything Is Love from the Carters, The Kids Are Alright with Chloe and Haley, Chris, Dave, and the Drumheads, War and Leisure, Miguel, and Ventriloquism from Michelle Neglatio. Yeah, that's what I said.
I've only heard one album in this category.
I've heard two.
I've heard the Carters. That's it.
I've heard Miguel and the Carters.
I haven't heard Miguel's CD all the way through.
Miguel's CD,
even though I appreciate, where his vibe is a lot of the time, so I'm pretty sure it's a dope project. But in this particular case, I don't want to weigh in because I haven't heard his or the majority of the albums in here. So, good luck to everybody. Leave it at that.
I'm a root for the Carters, but I would think it would be really dope if Chloe and Haley won, which would incidentally be a Carters win because they're Beyonce's artists.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? But Miguel album was really dope. I hold a special place in my heart for Michelle Neglatio because that was one of the last artists Pac wanted to work with. So I fuck with her. I ain't shit. But it's always thug life. It's always thug life. Don't ever get it twisted.
It'll always manifest itself somewhere.
6 degrees of Machiavellianism.
I'm waiting for your book to come out, yo.
I'm gonna say War and Leisure. My final answer on this one. They're not gonna give it to the Carters. They're not gonna give it to the Carters, and I would love for the Kids Are All Right to win, but I think they'll give it to Miguel. He fits that mold for them.
Okay.
So we did what's next? Best R&B album?
Yeah, we can do that. Let's see. Tony Braxton, Sex and Cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
Leon Briggs, Good Thing. Layla Hathaway, honestly. Her. Great fucking album.
Mm-hmm.
PJ Morton, Gumbo Unplugged, live. Again, this is one of those categories where I have not listened to everything that's nominated. But just off the style of R&B that I enjoy, her definitely fits that mold.
See, I've listened to her and Layla Hathaway, but her. I remember in the episode of What's Streaming, you talked about we kind of laughed at each other. It was like Tony Braxton got a new album coming out, and it's up for a Grammy. So
that shit is crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And even though it was supposed to be streaming, I never listened to it. I'm still mad at her. My personal feelings are getting in the way of her artistry. I'm sorry.
Oh, it happens to be all the time. I don't feel bad.
Man. When I was in Vegas and she was performing, if I had the time, I wanted to go see her so bad. I had the biggest crush on Toni Braxton. Keyword, had. Damn.
Is she still with Baby? They still together, her and Birdman?
I assume so. I haven't heard different.
Okay.
You can't, in my opinion, you can't make that much of a public announcement without making an equally public dismissal.
Exactly.
So I have not seen a public dismissal of it, so therefore I'm going to assume it's on.
Okay. Hey, I can dig it. She off my list because of that reason right there. You know how I feel about that.
Exactly. That's my point. It's like, she doesn't have sound judgment at this point. My personal feelings are now in the way of everything that she is and will do until such time as she decides to separate.
You question her decision-making skills?
I do. I truly do. Because now I feel like every song that I hear, she's going to be talking about Baby. It's like, oh, I can't take your music serious right now. You're talking about Baby.
All right, let's see what we got. We do best R&B song. I feel like we did the best R&B song. We did that. Because I see, yeah. All right, so best R&B performance. Tony Braxton with "Long as I Live." That's funny. Summer, the Carters. Wow, wow, Layla Hathaway. Best Part, her featuring Daniel Caesar, and First Begin with PJ Morton. Um, I'm surprised Summer is up here from the Carters. That's surprising. That was a dope song, but nah. But nah. I think this is the best part in a landslide.
Yeah.
Now I remember hearing, I have heard that Tony Braxton song long. I've heard that song on the radio, so I'm familiar with that song.
I haven't.
And of course, I listen to Layla Hathaway. I listen to Layla Hathaway.
Tony, I'm hurt. I'm brokenhearted over here. In my Brandy voice, I'm brokenhearted over here.
You funny.
You know, you gotta speak their language. You gotta talk R&B to R&B.
Oh, trust me, I feel you.
But yeah, man. Nah.
Yeah.
Her and Daniel Caesar.
Yeah, I think that's easy.
Yeah.
I want to get all the R&B out of the way. I think that's all the R&B categories. Let's go to hip hop.
Best rap song?
All right, let's go best rap song.
All right, so we got God's Plan,
Mm-hmm.
King's Dead,
My guy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Lucky You,
Uh-huh.
Sicko Mode,
Mm-hmm.
and Win.
Yo, first off, I want to say, how is J-Rock nominated twice in one category? That's first off.
Exactly. Nice. You gotta emphasize that. Nice.
You gotta hit the fam nice on him. Nice. But I think he's losing in this one. Damn, J-Rock, you my dude, though.
He got two nomos. It's probably gonna be God's Plan.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the thing that, again, even though he probably loses this category for the fact that he was nominated twice in this category, and just for where he was and where he came, like J-Rock, Uncut Nation, let me give you a quick synopsis. J-Rock was the flagship for TDE before he got locked up. Kendrick was not supposed to be the forefront of TDE. Let's get that understood. J-Rock got locked up. They went with K-Dot. K-Dot held the mantle, got TDE off the ground. J-Rock has been rocking a lot longer than Kendrick. So for J-Rock to finally get his shine, I can appreciate that. Again, as we said, for the fact that he's nominated in the same category twice, even though he might not win, that's a hell of a milestone for him to get the recognition that he's so genuinely deserves.
Definitely.
I'm going to bring this point back up later on in the show once we touch another category.
Trust me. Listen, spoiler alert, y'all. Y'all gonna hear a lot of J-Rock in the next couple of weeks from us.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let y'all know off top. J-Rock is in my conversation for top album of the year. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what I was alluding to.
Yeah, I don't think it's a secret.
You want to get into the shit.
Yeah, I don't think it's a secret. He's in my conversation. I ain't say he is, but he's in the conversation.
Rock album should have been nominated for one of the albums of the year, period.
Yeah.
Period.
He's in my conversation.
Yeah. Y'all heard us on previous episodes give our top 3 albums. Yeah. Rock album should have definitely been in there. Officially nominated.
Without question.
Question. One of our other selections is in there.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that. Well, to a Wade.
Yeah, without question. Like,
yeah,
I've said before, and if y'all have listened to this podcast and have followed me on Uncut Magazine, shameless plug, I've said before, J-Rock has been my favorite from TDE for a long time ago. You know, I love Kendrick, but just that gangster shit that J-Rock be on, that G shit, I'm with this shit. I'm with it. That's me. I'm with that shit. Yeah, I mean, so he was my favorite. So for him to get the credit he deserves, it's like being a fan of a sports team, and your team's not good. Nobody pays team any attention, and then all of a sudden y'all win the ring, y'all win the championship. You're like, yeah, nigga, I told y'all my team was awesome. That's how I feel seeing J Rock for all these awards and shit. I'm like, I've been telling y'all about J Rock.
Yeah.
So that's for best rap song. What else we got for rap?
I'm gonna say we gonna do it. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Shit, that's right. That's the album.
Well, no, we still got some more rap joints first. Hold on, we hold on. we go there. What is it? Best rap performance? Okay.
Did we do it? No, we didn't do that.
Yeah, we didn't do no rap categories except the last one. So best rap performance, I have Cardi B with Be Careful. Drake, Nice for What. King's Dead, Kendrick, J Rock, Future, James Blake. Bubbling, Innocent Pack. Sicko Mode, Travis Scott, and Drake. And Sway Lee and all that.
Now, what's so funny is I didn't think a lot of people was paying attention to Pac as far as the bubbling track.
Right.
That's my shit. That's my shit. Damn.
See, I don't think, for me, Pac, and this is probably my TDE bias. I'm going to say I have TDE bias now. I like Tense, the song with Kendrick. That song goes hard.
It does.
That song goes dumb hard. But for this category, y'all know what y'all Uncle Nation, y'all know what I want to say. King's Dead. I want to say King's Dead. Like I need a TD. Like what's that? Get Top on the phone. I need a TDE hoodie. I need a TDE shirt. I'm Team TDE right here. So
you heard what Ross said. I was top dog before TDE.
Facts. Look, I want to say, what's this shit said? La di da di da, slap on my knob. That's that shit I want. That's what I'm going for.
For the record, it was a great song.
Yeah.
Up until Future did that. because I know Future does that on the song, I can't even listen to it. Because as soon as the beat drops, that's all I hear in my head. I can't even enjoy the song. I'm like, oh, wow, you really did that? All right, bet.
No, what's funny is I can't listen to the song in the car with my kids. Because that's like the only part they know. And I'm like, no, you can't say that. You can't say that, no.
No, not at all. I don't need just repeated around me.
Yeah.
Anywhere in earshot, because it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, exactly. And I have daughters, so it's a real problem. I'm like, no, you cannot say that. But yeah, I'm going for King's Dead. I can see Nice for What winning. I don't see Sicko Mode winning. I don't see Bubbling, and I could see Cardi winning, but it's probably gonna be Nice for What.
Yeah. I would like to hear Bubbling.
Yeah.
Announced as the winner, but it's probably gonna be Nice for What.
Yeah, I probably Nice for What. I can see that. What we got here? Best rap song performance. You want to take that?
Yeah. Let's see. We got Like I Do, Christina Aguilera featuring Gold Link, Pretty Little Fears, Black and J. Cole, This Is America, Childish Gambino, All the Stars, Kendrick Lamar and SZA, and Rockstar Post Malone and 21 Savage.
Y'all know me. I just if you have any questions about who I'm going for, see last category. Kendrick and SZA, Team TDE, Get Top on the Phone. What? I don't know what else to say. I feel like Ari. Like what? I don't know what to say. Team TDE. It's a new Death Row. So I don't know. I do like Pretty Little Fears.
I enjoy that song. Again, this is one of those situations. This Is America. I would love to win.
Exactly. I would say This Is America's dope too, but
I would need for that track to win.
I I
It's
just
probably
can't.
not, but I would love for it.
But you know, I can see Post Malone taking it though.
Really?
I can see that. And I don't even like Post Malone, but it's the Grammys, so I can definitely see that happening.
Post is dope, yo. You're eventually gonna have to give Post his credit. Stop thinking of him as a white artist that's a vulture, like he's perpetrating the culture. Like, stop viewing him that way and just like actually enjoy his vibe. He's dope.
No, I can see him winning it, but naturally, I'm going for All the Stars. I think it's just the West Coast in me.
It probably is. Again, this is America. I would like for the win. Let's go left. Christina Aguilera gonna take it.
I don't think Christina should even show up. They didn't call her name at all. Just stay home, Christina. This is not for you.
When the last time you heard Christina Aguilera name mentioned in conversation?
Facts. Like, just stay home, man. This is not for you. This is not for you.
If you get it, accept your awards via satellite.
Exactly. Exactly. If she win it, it'd be worse than when Macklemore won it over Kendrick. It'd be worse than that. But it's a precedent for it.
The only way she can work that off is she has to show up and she has to have a project ready to go. Like, after her win and after her announcement, through all of the backlash for the remainder of the week, she got to fire off an album that's just classic. That just brings her back.
Yeah, and a fire album.
Don't be like, oh, wait a minute. We prejudged her. She still got it. She's on a roll, and go from there. That's the only way that's going to work for her winning that category.
And it has to be a fire album. It can't be here's a Christmas album for y'all. Nah, fam, I need some fire.
It can't be la-di-da-di-da.
Yeah, I can't get the la-di-da-di-da. So
no, you can't get that. You can't get that la-di-da-di-da. You can get the T.I. la-di-da-di-da. The T.I. la-di-da-da is on Damn Tap. He was like, I got a couple Latinos with me. They so la-di-da-di-da. They got to be that la-di-da-di-da. You can't go with the Future la-di-da-di-da. You
That's
can't
a fact.
do that. There's a difference between these la-di-da-di-das, people. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to listen to both songs.
You definitely got to get the both. Yeah, you got to. Yeah.
It's a completely different spectrum. You have to understand the la-di-da-di-da.
Now, let's get into Best Rap Album of the Year from the Grammys. You want to read that one, Jay?
All right, hold on. I'm scrolling. I lost it. That's Rock. Best Rap Album. All right. Invasion of Privacy, Cardi B.
Mm-hmm.
Women, Mac Miller. Victory Lap, Nipsey Hussle. Daytona, Pusha T. Astro World, Travis Scott. And your winner is one of my albums of the year definitely isn't hit. Victory Lap.
It definitely.
Going back to what me and Wade was talking about earlier, I feel J Rock should have been in this category as well. I'm glad to see Nipsey in it.
I'm surprised to see Nipsey in it.
I will say that as well. Definitely surprised to see. But he earned it. Like, that album, since it dropped, it has not come out of rotation.
I agree.
Pun intended. If you go to J Rock's album, he has a song called Rotation.
Again, I agree.
But yeah, Nipsey album is great. I would love to see him walk away with the award. Wade, me and you have talked offline about this. I'm wondering if Mac was still alive, would they have actually given him the nomination this year?
I was just about to get into that. I love to see Mac up there, and I'll be the first one to say I wasn't a big Mac Miller fan when he was alive, but it's good to see him there. My concern is just like we said, if he was still here, would he even be considered? Because I can easily see J-Rock being in that slot right there.
Exactly. So That's not to take anything away from Mac's talent or anything. It's just we've all seen how things unfold, and the Academy tries to appease everybody. So I'm feeling they anticipated a backlash with him not at least being nominated after he passed this year. Rest in peace to him.
Right.
So again, it begs the question: if he was still alive, would he have been nominated? Who I feel is going to take it is going to be either between Cardi or Travis. It's going to be one of those two that actually walk away with the award. It's probably going to be Cardi.
I was going to say that too. It probably will be Cardi. I do want to shout out, and he's been doing it all week, to the Grammy nominated Pusha T. He's been doing that all week on Instagram. If you follow him, he should now be referred to the Grammy nominated as Pusha T. It's dope to see him up there. But yeah, he's not winning.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. If I have to rank my choices as far as who I'm predicting to win, notice who I'm predicting, not who I would like to. This is just my prediction of who's gonna win. It would be Cardi, then Travis, then Mac, then Push, then Nipsey. As far as prediction of the orders, who would walk away with it in that order. Again, just a prediction of who I feel the Academy is going to choose. Who I would like to see walk away with is Nipsey.
I would love to see Nipsey walk away with it. I think, if I had to predict, it would probably be who I would like. Nipsey 1, then Push probably 2, who I would like. But looking at the list, it's probably going to be Cardi or Mac. Astro World was a great album, but I don't see it winning.
I think it'll win before Max does.
I don't know. I think it's maybe too new to get the impact. But now I think Astro World is not even really that new. Astro World came out. When did Astro World come out?
Came out earlier this year. It came out like around the same time Nicki album came out. Because that was the whole controversy surrounding it.
Right, I remember.
Like, she dropped her album, and it was supposed to be the #1 album in the country or whatever. And then Travis dropped his joint, and she got mad because Kylie was hyping people up to get it, and if you buy it or if you come to the concerts or whatever, you're going to get this. And, like, it was a whole fiasco. So just because of that amount of publicity surrounding the album, and then the way his concert is set up, like, He has his concert set up as you're literally going into Astro World. Like, it's a theme park.
I'm going to say, I'm looking at it, it came out August 3rd. So for that to still be in rotation now, it still has a life now. It's still on the charts right now. It could it has the credibility to win.
I mean, keep in mind, Cardi's project came out earlier than that.
Right, you're right.
Victory Lap came out earlier than that. Daytona came out earlier than that. Honestly, out of that category, if I'm not mistaken, he was the last one to drop. I want to say everybody else's project came out earlier than his.
Yeah. I just think with Cardi's year, and we'll talk more about Cardi later on through this episode, it'll make sense for her to win Best Rap Album.
Yeah, it would.
But I can also see, because of what happened with Mac, I can see him winning. But my money's on Cardi right now.
Yeah, that's the safe bet.
Yeah,
that's the best bet.
So let's do it then. Let's go Album of the Year. We got Invasion of Privacy, Cardi B, Scorpion, Drake, Her, Beer Bongs and Bentleys from Post Malone, Dirty Computer, Janelle Monáe, the Black Panther soundtrack, Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves, And By the Way, I Forgive You by Brandy Carly. Um, Let me introduce myself. My name is Wade. I'm Team TDE. Black Panther. Just saying. Get Top on the phone.
The thing that's so funny to me is, that's technically a soundtrack?
Yeah.
And I didn't think soundtracks got nominated for Best Album. So I find that very, very comedic.
I can see Cardi winning because of all the reasons I mentioned earlier. I don't see Drake winning, not for album of the year. And Scorpion was a decent album, but not for album of the year.
I'm lying to the people.
I'm going Black Panther. I mean,
as far as winning, or who you would like to see win?
I would want Black Panther to win. Who I see winning is Cardi.
Agreed. I find no fault in your logic, sir.
Yeah, I definitely see that. Those are the categories that we, hip-hop, R&B, care about. I did want to mention that Kendrick Lamar, Team TDE, has the most nominations with 8.
Dreamville.
Because of the Black Panther soundtrack. TDE itself, as a staff, record label, as a motherfucking crew, has 16 nominations. So, TDE is the new Grammy family. The awards, when did the awards come out? I don't know. The Grammys coming up, 2019 Grammys. I think it's February they come out.
Yeah, so la-di-da-di-da.
So, also wanted to mention, and this has been a meme going on. I'm not trying to be funny. So Barbs, get off my dick. Nicki submitted 19 times for the Grammys and was not nominated at all.
Well, nothing.
Oh, the Grammys come out. Grammys come out February 10th at 8 p.m. on CBS.
Nothing.
Oh, and then look, the Grammys are in LA. So wouldn't it be tremendous if TDE won those awards in LA? Come on.
Another reason why I feel it would be groundbreaking if Nipsey walked away with at least one of the awards he's nominated for.
Yeah, I would love Nipsey to win. I would love for Nipsey to win. But I'm Team TDE, so it's whatever. Top, send me a shirt.
Hey, look, at the end of the day, Kendrick's on Nipsey's album.
That's a fact.
Honestly, that song is phenomenal.
Honestly, and this is a total sidebar, there's very few artists that have had the year of Kendrick. If you include Black Panther soundtrack as a Kendrick Lamar album, he's had a tremendous year.
Yeah, of course.
So it would just top the year off.
Was that a pun intended?
It wasn't, but get Top on the phone. Get Top on the phone. Hey, triple entendre. Don't even ask me how. So let's move on here with the rest of the rundown here. Like I said, the Grammys are February 10th. Make sure you check it out, and we'll try to revisit this. I do get that sometimes we make these predictions and we never go back and see what we predicted. So we'll try to come back and, if I can remember, to check this out and see who was right, who was wrong, and whatever. Continuing with the rundown. Apple released its best of 2018 list, and Drake was announced to be the most streamed artist of 2018, which honestly, if you think about it, it's not really a big surprise because I think
Nope.
each week we've mentioned a Drake new streaming record.
Yeah.
So I mean, Scorpion was the top album. God's Plan was a popular single. Nice for
Second album.
What? In My Feelings. All these songs that Drake did were, and these were just Drake songs. Now you can talk about the songs he appeared on. But I can talk about like Walk It Like a Target. Just other songs, yes indeed. Songs that Drake was the most streamed artist of 2018. So salute to Drake. We're happy for you. Yeah. Not being facetious, but I don't think it's a big surprise.
The crazy thing is, at this point, I think Drake can take a break. Some people are going to argue with me and like, no, this is the most competitive time and it's all the, which it is. But arguably, Scorpion, in my opinion, is Drake's worst album.
But you know what, though? I agree with that.
So, and every time Drake has dropped the album since, if you're reading this, it's too late. Although that was supposed to be a mixtape, they give it album credit.
Right.
But it was supposed to be a mixtape. Ever since then, every time he's dropped a project, it's been on the decline. At some point, you have to rest and recoup.
Now here's where I'm gonna argue with you for a second. I don't think his projects have been on the decline. I think he's going a different direction. Like, I think artistically, if we listen to it, because he's become, and I hate to use this because so many other people use it, he's become Trapper Drake, where his raps are more of that trap style than before he was actually just rapping. So I think since that album, if you're reading this too late, he's changed his style. So he sold more records, but he might have alienated a certain fan base he had. So I don't want to say he's declined, but I definitely say there's been a shift. He's changed his direction.
He has, but I ultimately attribute that to the decline of his project. Like, I forgot who I was having this conversation. I want to say it was with the homie Nick. Like, Natural Nick, not Nick. Shout out to both homie Nick.
Facts.
I want to say it was, he was the one I was having the conversation with, where people forget that Drake just, like, can actually rap. And sometimes people need to be reminded of that. So if he did something like Big Crit did, like 12 for 12 project, and just grab beats and go, that in conjunction with him dropping the albums that he drops that go in the different direction, he's still showing like, hey, I'm gonna top the charts. I'm gonna be the most streamed artist this year. But don't forget, I can go when it comes to this.
Right.
He hasn't done that in a while. Like, everything is, like you said, moving in a new direction, and that's fine. But at some point in time, you got to remind people, like, look, don't get the shit fucked up. I can still go when this beat turn on. And I think to bring it back to a different perspective, I think that's what Jay figured out early on in his career. Like, after the Hard Knock Life songs dropped, and that was considered more pop for Jay, but it charted him, and he saw, like, I can do records like this, but I'm not going to forget that, hey, sometime when a beat come on, I got to go. Say when.
Right.
I think, say when.
But I think most of those tier artists, those top tier artists, make that decision. They have a project that, for lack of a better term, crosses them over. And they have the chance to either stay who they are, and like Jay said, I didn't cross over. I brought the suburbs to the hood. So Jay remained Jay. Like throughout his projects, Jay is still Jay. Drake is going a different way. He's changed. He's softening up his rhyme style to blend more in with today's climate, while still being a better rapper. Like Drake is the one of the few artists that can make a song with JB Block Boy and then go drop 44 bars off in London somewhere. You know what I mean? So he'll still mix in music with the new guys, kind of like what Fab does. On if you want to be real about it,
Fab does it.
Yeah, Fab does it better because Fab's still Fab. See, Fab hasn't changed his style. Fab is still Fab. It's Drake who conforms and transforms to the new style, changes his flow up or whatever, and it's working for him. I'm not saying it's a malicious way. It's working for him, but I will say that there's a definite change, and I think people are noticing that there's a definite change in Drake from back then till now. As you should evolve, but I don't think it's an evolution thing. I think it's a deliberate. I'm trying to sell records now. Let me do this. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the wrong approach.
Well, it depends on your goal. You know what I mean? Like if we're looking at this as an art form, so we're looking like I'm trying to make good music. I think he's looking at it like I'm trying to sell records.
But it's crazy because I guess that brings me back to my original point where I feel like he can take a break now.
I think he should.
Yeah, I don't think nobody's gonna quote unquote forget who Drake is. But at the same token, if he doesn't drop an album next year or the year after that, I don't think it's gonna be a panic as to where Drake is.
Right.
And for the fact that you brought up Fab, like Fab does that. Fab, and I don't know, you can argue it from both sides as far as somebody's staying power. It's like, oh, well, they disappeared or faded out and nobody noticed they were gone.
Right.
But then at the same token, you can argue the fact that when they dropped the project, it was impactful and everybody remembered why they enjoyed that particular artist. Fab does that all the time. Fab will be gone for like a year to 2 years. And then just come out of nowhere and drop a fucking project that's like, damn, Fab killing it. Why is Fab not talked about more?
You know how I feel about Fab.
Yeah, he does shit on his own terms. He doesn't get caught up in the bullshit. Like I said, I don't think if Drake doesn't drop an album next year, that is going to be a big issue. Just that when he comes back to drop the album, it has to be stellar. Like in between the time that he hasn't dropped the album, you know, still do your normal, you know, be around, pop up on a feature here and there. But I'm pretty sure he can take a year off without dropping an album, and it's really not going to affect his career or quote unquote his legacy. It's not going to hurt him.
Yeah, I think
what would hurt him is how he comes back from that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think he can take time off and do a feature here and there. I definitely agree with that. But I think the fear is we live in an ADD society where people, you know, be like, well, what has Drake done or Drake old? You know how these kids move these days. They don't hear from you in a certain time period. They might be like, oh, well, he old, he washed up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, that's my point. Like, I don't think Drake would immediately come up in those conversations. I think by the time Drake starts to come up in those conversations, months will have passed, and people have not realized that he hasn't dropped the album. So around that time frame is like, well, he was just on such and such features, and he crushed that shit. So then those questions would start popping up like, hold on, when was the last time Drake dropped the album? Oh, Scorpion? Shit, that was in 2018. Like, we almost done with this shit. He ain't dropped nothing new, but he crushed that feature. Yo, Drake, what the fuck is Drake? What Drake been doing? Top of the year, boom.
Yeah, I can see that. I could see him taking time off, and I think he said as much, but I don't think it's gonna be as long as we think it should be. But just I can definitely see him doing that, and
He
he
needs
could
to.
record songs
Just
now.
even for himself.
Yeah, I mean he could always record music now and just release it in a month or two, and he just be what I'm saying vacationing. What I'm saying, just
True.
releases. So it can be done. I don't think he'll do it, but it can be done. So I do see your point. But I did want to get to this
I think it
Travis.
would be beneficial.
I agree with that. I just don't think he'll do it. I did want to get to this Travis Scott thing because we're like almost an hour in already. We only did like two things. Uh, I did want to get to this thing. Don't know if y'all heard this.
Ari, we miss you.
Yeah, clearly, because Arlie would be.
Ari keeps us on task.
Yeah, Ari definitely tells us hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. She be killing us. I want to get this Travis Scott thing. Don't know if y'all heard this on the internet. Other night, December 5th, a YouTuber, I don't want to say his name because I don't want to give him no extra credit, took credit for a photo shoot. The photo of Travis Scott with another woman. He took credit for it and posted a video showing how he got an actor to pose as Travis Scott, do his hair like Travis does, had a woman do it. He basically staged the whole photo. The photo that was seen everywhere, claiming Travis was cheating on his big mama. He showed that it was a fake photo, that they manipulated the photo. They staged the photo basically. Going here to the article. I'm at the article now. It's just it's crazy because they really sat there and studied Travis Scott and found somebody who has his somewhat dimensions and posed it and almost ruined this man's family.
Yeah.
Um,
Like that's nuts, yo. Yours for like being in the public's eye to the point that somebody is going to take your likeness and stage you cheating on your spouse for whatever their purpose is, to get something out of it, but not paying attention to the ramifications that he's at home and his wife is seeing this, like, you cheating on me.
right.
And he's trying to say, like, it's not me. I didn't do it. I would never do that. And she's like, it's a picture out. The whole world has seen it.
Yo,
and you standing there trying to defend yourself.
That is the most frustrating thing in the world, to be trying to fight against something that you know you haven't done, but just no way to prove you haven't done it. And the guy, he said it was a social experiment. He said, I'm reading a statement here. He said he wanted to release it. Now I'm reading exactly. I quote: "Now you all see how the world will believe something just because they want to believe it. They don't really care about the truth or doing research or anything like that." Travis Scott, if you're watching this, forgive me, bro. So he's saying it's a social experiment. He was doing it to prove that nobody researches things anymore. That's what he's saying. That's the story he's going with.
Which is very true.
But you could do that in a different way.
I'm about to say, but at the same token, dog, you like don't do that and jeopardize my marriage. Like, you jeopardizing my life to prove a point that you could have proved in a different way.
And Kylie, Travis's baby mama, released a statement. She was like, "I don't know if this is really a social experiment to some people, but you're messing with real people, real relationships, and real family. I'm happy my relationship is strong because this is getting out of hand. The internet scares me sometimes, for real." This is crazy though. I mean,
yeah, like, put this shit into perspective, bro. Like, that's way too much power. That is way too much power.
think about, like I said before, if you're a guy, you've ever been in a situation where you've been accused of something that you know you haven't done, but you have no way of proving it. Imagine Travis in this situation where he's telling her, he know in his head he didn't do anything wrong, but she has a picture in front of him like, this is you. He's like, that's not me. This is you. and then you sound like the typical guy. That's not me. Oh, so now you gonna say it's not you? You know what I'm saying? Those typical lies that people tell, but when they're true, you can't. You know what I mean?
That's the shit that's so funny. Is at this day and age, the truth sounds like a lie, and the lie sounds like a truth.
Facts.
So that it's so crazy. Like, imagine how he was when he woke up in the morning, and that shit hit the fan. And him in his head, like, yo, I didn't fucking do nothing. But throughout the whole day and up until that announcement came out, he dealing with that shit.
Now imagine how she feels if she spazzed on him and cussed him out and threw stuff at him, and then she's like, "Oh, he wasn't lying the whole time. He was right the whole time."
So now, either way, it can be looked at it like, initially from her perspective, like, oh, you cheated on me, you ain't shit, this and the third. And he's trying to tell her the whole time it's not me. And now this came out after she done spazzed. Now he's looking at her like, you don't believe me, like you don't trust me.
Exactly.
Like, I told you it wasn't me and you didn't believe me. So you really think that I could do this to you?
Mm-hmm.
So now, regardless of what's been announced, it's possibly a wedge in a marriage.
Facts. Over nothing.
Over nothing. That's crazy.
That's crazy. It's crazy the way people think, and this is scary because anybody can do this. Like, I'm gonna use me for an example. I always say, like, in a video game, I'm like created player one. I have a very regular look. Like, it's not hard to get somebody that looks like me. Put some Malcolm X glasses on them, and it's me. Boom.
Yeah, I just sent you a screenshot.
yeah. It's, you know what I'm saying?
I just sent you a screenshot of somebody else page.
Exactly. So I look like everybody.
Like,
I look like everybody. So it's not hard. So somebody can do that to me, and luckily I'm not involved, but they can do that to anybody. It's just crazy what society will do, all for some clicks. Because that's all you're doing this for, is clicks. You're just doing this for attention. You're how the kids say these days, you're clout chasing.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
What?
Maybe that should have been the episode, clout chase. Now let's get into.
Cardi B also.
So what?
Since you missed.
Yeah, since we're mentioning clout chasing, this news broke also. And when I first saw it, I didn't believe it. I thought it was just a publicity stunt, but apparently it appears to be real. One of hip hop's favorite couples, Cardi B and Offset, are getting a divorce. Cardi broke the news earlier this week. I think I have a clip. Do I? I should have prepared this before the show. Cardi broke the news earlier this week on her Instagram. Yeah, I don't have the clip. Oh well. But they were together for like a year. Was it even a year? I don't even know anymore. Apparently, at the time of her announcement, she just said it was an applicable breakup. Her and her baby father, as she calls him, just what did she say? Ran out of love. I think that's how she put it. At the time of the breakup, but now we're finding out more news. It would appear. I really want to play the soundbite, so let's pull this up. Because I think this soundbite puts everything in perspective of what we're doing here. Give me 1 second, Uncut Nation. I'm pulling this up. G said something. Oh, I have it here.
And I've been trying to work things out with my baby father for a hot minute now. And we're really good friends. And, we're really good business partners. And, he's always somebody that I run to talk to. And we got a lot of love for each other. But things just haven't been working out between us for a long time. And it's nobody's fault. It's just like, I guess we grew out of love. But we're not together anymore. I don't know, it might take time to get a divorce, and I'm going to always have a lot of love for him because he is my daughter's father, and yeah. So everybody.
So when we heard that, the internet collectively sighed. But as I said earlier, we found out more information. Apparently, Offset was allegedly, you gotta say allegedly when you do these things, caught trying to have a threesome with, and let me get these names right here, Summer Bunny and what's the other chick's name? I'm trying to pull this up now, forgive me, y'all. Cuban Doll. I know there's a bunch of dolls here. Cuban Doll. Apparently, there's been leaked text messages. I don't know if they've been fabricated or not, but there's text messages between Offset and this girl, Summer Bunny. And personally, I've seen the pictures of Summer Bunny and Offset, bruh. I'm not mad at you, but you married to Cardi. You know what I mean? We love Cardi, fam. Sorry. And G, like me and G was talking about before the show started, these alleged text messages have leaked, and we gotta say allegedly when we talk about certain things.
Yeah.
They don't look good, B. I don't see how he can get out of this one.
They don't. You got the regular degular there that's been killing it all year.
Facts.
And then your nine talking ass with this New Orleans.
Uncut Nation, y'all gotta see these text messages because Offset spelling is horrible. Is one part of the text message, and he tells the girl. Let me go back to the messages here. That,
I got him.
You got him. Go ahead.
I got you. Text messages go, Offset to her, I want you and Cuban. Can you make that happen? Yes, is her response. No, yeah. no, haggle, no debate.
She bout that action.
Yes. Just straight yes. The King's English yes.
I like her.
Offset's response, tell her. Shorty response, I'm with her now. Where you at?
She bout that action.
Offset's response, and I'm going to read it verbatim. Atlanta, I go to New Orleans. Tomorrow, I'll fly y'all.
Pause right there. Go ahead.
That New Orleans. New Orleans, Louisiana? No. He said new as in you buy something new. Or as in I like this or that. And then lean as in a cup of lean. 3 different words to say New Orleans. I can't.
This nigga.
I can't. They should have never gave the nigga money, but
facts. He said Atlanta. He spelled Atlanta right though. I guess he from there, so I guess he have to spell that right. He said Atlanta. Mm-hmm. I gotta go to New Orleans tomorrow. I'll fly y'all tomorrow. He said I'll fly y'all. But go ahead and continue to read because these messages. It's
yeah. Shorty response. She got a show in Milwaukee Saturday. She ain't gonna be able to. I would, but I know you want her with us. So let me know what you want to do. His response, I'll fly her there say. Then he corrects himself Saturday. Shorty like, okay, so you're flying me to you. That's where it cuts off. So basically, it sounds like Shorty already knew she won't go in unless Cuban came.
Facts.
So it's like, I come, but I know you want both of us. His response is like, look, I'll fly her out Saturday. So Shorty is like, I'll come now. And we can do the regular until Saturday. And Cuban available, you fly her out, and then, we can complete the transaction. Because that's what it is at this point. It's a transaction.
But what I love about this, and this is just my life dealing with reluctant hoes, it's actually just about that action. Like, this is not, like you said, she's not haggling. It's no hesitation. It's like, yep, I'm with her right now. What's up, man? She's like, yo, what's happening? Let's just go. She trained to go. I love it.
Yeah, it's like, I know why you hit me. I know what you want. I'm okay with it.
I love it.
Why is it a problem?
I love it.
We can get this popping right now. Like when she hit the nigga with the where you at.
She said, I'm with her now. Where you at? Like we ready right now, fam. We ready to go.
Standing beside me. Where you at? What's up? Like they in the same city. they just left the same club.
Right. She's like, yo, we ready to go.
And this is like a typical nigga like, yo, I'm with the fellas. We about to leave IHOP. We about to go back to my homeboy crib and kick it. She like, no, where you at? This when the nigga who's been texting the whole time that really got the power play set up. Mm-hmm. When niggas is about to go back to the crib, he be like, yo, drop me off first, fam. Like, that's when that nigga head pop up out the back seat. He be like, yo, drop me off. What you mean? I thought we was going to go kick it. Yo, I can't, bro. Go ahead, drop me off right here. I'm gonna just go ahead and catch an Uber.
I got to go. Like, I got something to go to.
Yeah. The nigga in the back seat that you think has the least amount of juice, that nigga made the major power play of that evening. While the rest of y'all is going to go kick it at your homeboy house and get drunk and just try to text he got the major power play. It's like, look, for this to go down, I can't involve anybody right now. I don't want nobody to know in case it goes south. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all what's supposed to happen. So if it don't happen, y'all don't know any different. So
Facts.
Drop me off real quick, fam.
Facts.
That was that move. I'm with her right now. Where you at?
Yeah, she was. I commend her for just being about that action. Like we don't have enough women that are about that action. So okay, so that happened. Then the chick, Summer Bunny again. I'm gonna call her Summer for short for right now. Summer.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, because
I don't understand why she threw the bunny in there.
Yeah,
Summer's just funny.
Yeah, Summer's just maybe it's a lot of Summers though. Summer's a common name in the industry. So Summer released yeah. She released a little video via TMZ. I'm not even gonna play the clip because it's pretty hilarious. But she says she's sorry to Cardi. She felt bad. She said that she didn't. I should play the clip. Should I play the clip? I'm gonna play the clip because it's funny. If y'all haven't heard the clip, here we go.
I know how serious marriage was. I kind of read or kind of see things, but I haven't it took until today to actually get into this, seeing everything. A lot of girls would just deal with the situation and just be like, yo, I took Cardi B's nigga, or I'm the reason that they're getting a divorce or anything. I feel ashamed of, growing up. It's a lot. But just coming from me and to Cardi B and to her fans and to her family, her situation were never my intentions, and I never wanted to break up a happy home or be a cause of someone just saying fuck it, to get a divorce or anything like that.
So First off, I want to start with that statement alone. She didn't know how serious the marriage was. I've never in the history of niggerdom have I heard someone say, I didn't know how serious your marriage was. Your marriage was. God damn it, these hoes. I've never heard that in my life. That's a new one. I never thought, and hey, I don't mess with a lot of hoes there. My hoeing days are over. So I've never heard anyone say that. Hey, I'm not married, so. But shit, if the marriage, I thought marriage was serious. I thought that was the cutoff. Like, you're married, so now we're serious.
I ain't know how serious the marriage was. Wait a minute. They stood and exchanged vows.
Yeah, I thought that was the point of marriage, was to be serious. Like,
exactly. Like, okay, we not playing around no more. This ain't no regular degular.
You killing me with the regular degular.
This ain't no regular degular relationship.
So.
Yo. I ain't know how serious the marriage was. I didn't want to be the reason. What you mean?
But you are the reason. Like, here's the thing. You know, at that point of superstardom or stardom, you know who she's with. You know who he's with. You know what I'm saying? So, for you to not know the marriage as serious as it is, either you're young, you're stupid, or you're lying. I think she's young, but I also think she's lying a little bit.
Of course, because she got paid.
Yeah. And we'll get, matter of fact, let's go into that.
Go ahead, bro.
Rumors have, look, I'm telling all, I feel like I'm dropping the tea here.
I know you want to.
I know, I gotta bring this in because this is so crazy. It's the 6 degrees of separation. It's just so crazy how all this news unfolded. So we got that information. You know, Cardi on her end has made her statement and left it at that, which I played earlier. Come to find out, Offset allegedly met Summer at a Nicki Minaj video, the video for Fifi, which was he wasn't in that song though, was he? That's the song with him and Nicki and Tekashi. So one can speculate, conspiracy theory Wade, that because of the beef between Cardi and Nicki fetched, for lack of a better term, no, not fetched, she sicked them. You know how you sick somebody, like a dog sick them? She sicked Summer on Offset to hurt Cardi. Chestnut checkers, boy. Chestnut checkers. And you can substantiate this by when Cardi left that announcement, Offset had commented and said, y'all won. Y'all got it. Y'all won. Most people took that as he's commenting to the public that y'all won. Y'all didn't want to see us together anyway. Y'all won. Y'all got what y'all wanted. But he could have been commenting to Nicki and Summer in that camp. Oh, y'all won, y'all got it, y'all broke us up. Because Cardi and Cuban, I think, have beef, apparently.
Yeah, they've been beefing.
So for Offset to want a threesome with Cuban, to cheat on Cardi, and that's the message that allegedly makes Cardi say, oh, no, fuck it, I'm out. That whole Days of Our Life storyline.
Yeah, I'm about to say that, and then let's see, Cuban Doll and the chick who posted the messages had a beef too.
Yeah, so that's first off, it's wholly messy. That's the first off thing.
Basically, it's to sum it up for y'all, Uncut Nation. It's a chance that Offset might not have done what's getting said. Like, it might have been just chicks being messy and being catty. And he was like him and Cardi's marriage was just collateral damage. It's a possibility that that's the case.
Or
the nigga was just trying to fuck both of them.
or they like I said, the conspiracy here is that Nicki said, "I'm gonna fuck Cardi up in a way that I can't fuck with anybody else. Like, I can't beat her in the music. I'm gonna fuck up her marriage, and I'm gonna sick this bitch." Like, excuse my term for y'all offended by that, but I can see
Look,
Nicki
I'm only
saying,
calling you a bitch because I don't know you on a name by name basis.
exactly. It's too many dolls out here, so I'm gonna sick this bitch on Offset, fuck up his marriage, and then that fuck up Cardi more. I mean, it's some layers to this, y'all. This is chestnut checkers, and for all the shit that I give Nicki, and I give Nicki a lot of shit, if this what we're alleging is true, wow, yo.
Yeah, that puts her to a whole nother level of spitefulness, but that does not improve her chess game. Because ultimately, how the public is going to react, they're going to be empathetic with Cardi.
If
so you did nothing but put her in a better situation, if anything.
Faction.
If allegedly what we're talking about happened, you did nothing to detour anything. If anything, you gave an open access road.
Exactly. If anything, you've made her more of a sympathetic figure. Like, if that shit is true, I feel more bad for Cardi. Like, damn, Cardi, you can't win. Like, damn.
It's like, damn, this bitch really want to see you done in this bad?
Like, yo,
and you still saying it? Go ahead, yo.
Facts.
Drop a new project, yo. I can't wait to hear that shit.
Yeah, facts. I can't wait for that shit. I can't wait. So, more things going to come out as the week.
Just don't la-di-da-di-da.
Yeah, don't do that. And at least she can stop.
La-di-da-di-da.
I saw somebody comment and said, at least she can stop saying Offset in all her rhymes.
Oh, she already switched that. She
was
on when she performed Motorsport last.
Yeah.
She switched the lyrics.
So I want to watch how this unfolds, because I think it's more information that's going to come out that we're not aware of right now. It's going to make this very interesting story. And I know y'all like to kill me about my conspiracies, but just watch. Look, I don't believe too much in coincidences, and there's too many coincidences in this story.
Yeah.
Watch what happens. Continuing on, early contender for album of the year, well, late contender, I guess. Meek's last album, Championships, he did a Twitter, a talk to Twitter segment where people could ask him questions, with the hashtag Ask Meek. And one of the questions were, Meek, are we gonna get another mixtape anytime soon? And he responded to that, well, how about I just get y'all another album before the year's over with? Now, Uncut Nation, we're recording this on December 9th. His album just dropped a week ago.
A week ago. Shout out to Schmurda.
So, what the fuck?
That'll never die. I don't care what nobody says. That shit will never die.
Yeah, that's forever. That's forever. So,
Forever.
Meek is alleging to drop another album within the next fucking 2 weeks. Another album. Not a
mixtape.
Yeah, not a mixtape, not a big crit thing, no shots to crit. But 3 songs doesn't make an album, fam. Sorry. Another full-length project.
Holla at me. Look, we gotta talk, bro. Don't do that shit again. Don't ever do that shit again.
Crit, you my guy. It was told this before the show, but 3 songs doesn't make an album.
Don't ever do that shit again.
Sorry. New rules.
I don't know what's going on. Like, bring my phone, bro. You know how to reach me.
But Meek is a legend to drop another album in the next 2 weeks. First, do we think he bullshitting, or do we actually believe him? And then second, why would you want to do that?
I'm sorry. It was a follow-up question. I'm sorry.
Why would you want to drop another album in 3 weeks after your last album release, and probably the most recognizable album in your career?
He on a high right now, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, anytime Uncut Nation, understand this. Anytime a project drops, certain music drops, it's always, well, I'm not going to say always. the outcome that's expected, that people are trying to get, is beneficial for the artists and their platform at the moment. Quote unquote, the old cliche line, strike while the iron is hot. Meek right now is the hottest thing in music as far as hip hop is concerned. His press run this time around has been like beautiful. Like, he's been on every major platform and some platforms that don't get the recognition that they deserve, and people paid attention because Meek was on it this time around. He has arguably one of Jay's best verses on his album. I'm not going to get into the fact that ain't nobody talking about Ross.
We're not going to get into that.
On that song, because Ross said some shit and people don't like seem to want to just breeze past it when he acknowledged a couple things.
He did.
Two things importantly for me, but we'll say that for another time.
Right.
But again, like we posed last episode, when has Meek not dropped a solid project? Again, I'll wait. So for him to have anything left in the tank to drop this year is either he's doing something new because he's still on a high and he's just in the studio going, or there are songs that he already did that for the purpose of the album didn't make the album, but he still wants to put them out.
That was my thinking.
Yeah, and in today's climate, that's very easy to do. Like, all right, I'm going to give y'all the album the way I wanted it to sound. But on the back end, I'm going to throw this EP out at y'all. They got songs on it that I love that didn't make the album, but they didn't fit the vision of the album, but they still dope.
Yeah. And then...
And that's easy.
And let's back this up for a second. I do want to apologize to Uncut Nation, and I have to explain my apology. I got to explain to y'all my podcast listening schedule for a second. As y'all know, we're a big fan of the Joe Budden podcast. I don't think it's a big secret here. And Joe records 2 shows on Wednesday and Saturday, right? I listen to the Wednesday show whenever I listen to it, but I purposely do not listen to the Saturday show until after we record this show, because we record our shows on Sundays. I don't want what he says to influence what I say on my show, right? So last week on his show, when they reviewed Championships, Maul had revealed that the song "What's Beef" was actually Ross's song.
Oh wow!
But he gave it to Meek. That was song supposed to be on Ross's album, but he gave it to Meek. So, and a couple other things that they revealed about the What's Beef in general that made me put that song, not What's Beef, What's Free, in a higher stratosphere. So G, let me ask you, and this is kind of off subject, we won't get back on it. With that knowledge that wasn't originally a Meek song, does that validate your theory about, putting the rest of the songs together, or does it change your opinion of that song?
It changed my opinion of that song. Now I understand why Ross took the approach that he took on the song. So, like I said, we were going to say this for another conversation as far as how I felt about Ross' verse, but I felt Ross' verse got overlooked simply because of what Jay said. Again, as I've already said on any social media platform that I'm on that y'all do not follow me on because y'all don't fuck with me. But anyway, Ross addressed two separate situations. The first situation was the fact that he doesn't get mentioned in anybody's top 5.
True.
He lists some of his accolades and things that he's done publicly and behind the scenes. But then brought it back to, been a decade and it's still in nobody's top 5. And then from that went on to talk about the Tekashi situation.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody paid any attention. Now, my question is, that I would really like to know, with it originally being a Ross track, was Jay originally on it?
Yes.
He was?
Yes.
With that same verse?
I don't know if it's the same verse, but I do know. But knowing Jay, I believe it's the same verse. But I know it's supposed to be originally a Ross track, but Ross gave it to Meek because he knew the importance of this album for Meek.
Damn.
So it makes me wonder what's on Ross's album coming out, right? If you can spare that
It
song, what the hell is on your album?
But keep in mind, like I just said, Ross in that verse addressed like, I'm not in nobody's top 5. Like, y'all not paying attention to me to put me in that type of category. But at the same token, regardless of what I put out, is going to sell. So whether this song is on my album or not is not going to make or break my album.
Right.
But it might make or break Meek's album. Like, I think Meek's album still would have been a great album without it. But that song has gotten his album talked about on every outlet. Even if it's just for Jay's verse. Because I saw somebody pose the question. They was like, yo, are y'all really listening to the album, or y'all just going straight to the Jay and Ross feature and the Drake and Meek? Like, let the album play. Like, listen to it and see how it correlates. Like, listen to the fucking album as a whole.
That's a good word. That song correlates with the theme of the album.
Exactly. Because the thing that I noticed when I was listening to the album, the samples that are in the production that he has are from classic hip hop albums.
Mm-hmm.
He even has a DMX hook that he flipped. Used to be my dog, thought you would ride with me.
Right.
Brain ride or die. Yes. Like, he flipped that hook. Shout out to Benny, he's done it better. But hey, you know, AGR, we are who we are. We do shit better than most niggas in the industry. But we do it before them most of the time. But that's neither here nor there. But if you pay attention to the album and let it play, it's not a surprise that when you get to What's Free, it has the Biggie sample in it. Because if you listen to the album, if you're an advocate hip-hop listener or know anything about hip-hop, period, you'll pick up on the samples that are in each song going through the album. So it's not that much of a surprise.
Yeah, he's been leading to you. If you listen to the album, you can tell he's leading to another sample, like something big. You don't know what it is, but you know it's something. You can tell from the samples that something's coming.
Yeah, even after that song, he continued with the sample.
Right.
Which I just thought was a dope way to pay homage to hip-hop, period.
I think it's showing hip-hop. It's in a quiet way, it's showing Meek is hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's not screaming it, I'm real hip-hop or hip-hop. He's just showing you, hey, this is hip-hop.
True. Very true.
So if Meek, I don't want Meek to drop another album, but if he does, hey, I get it.
I was about to say, I don't want him either. I don't want him to drop one either because I want this one to resonate.
Exactly. It need to breathe.
Yeah, I want people to live with this for a little bit.
What Hov said? Let that bitch breathe.
And I think that's part of the issue that we have, you know, with the turnaround on albums and mixtapes nowadays is nobody gets to let anything settle. They don't get to live with the music like they used to.
Right.
So, Meek, I know you listening. I ain't got to say if you hear this. I know you listening. Don't drop another project.
Don't. Just don't.
Let this one live.
Revisit us like in March or something.
I ain't even gonna say much. I'm talking about like July, August.
Well, I mean, I could definitely, I'm definitely for that. But you know, if you have to drop another project, at least wait till March at the earliest.
Yeah.
Let us breathe, because this is gonna breathe for a while.
And the crazy part, if he does it right, come March, come June, July, and August, he'll still be eating off and working off this project. He'll still be touring. He'll still be doing shows.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because think about it. Like, put it into perspective. How many singles he got off of this joint? One of them was already playing before the project came.
Right.
So it's an old younger artist. Y'all might not know this phrasing, but anybody that's been in the industry for a while knows what I'm about to say. Service the record.
Exactly.
Like, you have at least 5 singles on here. And I don't mean just singles that, like, you know, gonna top the charts. I mean, like, singles people would love to see a visual for. I'm gonna put it that way. As far as singles, you got at least 5 of them. The most talked about song on your album, I promise you, if you drop a video for What's Free, you ain't gotta drop another project.
Yeah, niggas will lose their head off of that. If you drop a video for What's Free and actually have Jay and Ross, well, Ross will be in the video, of course, but, you know, Jay has a schedule. You actually have Jay in the video, niggas will lose their fucking head.
Exactly. And that's just one. We ain't even talking about the other 4 that have commercial appeal. Well, shit, we can kick it into 5. Because I know it's another one outside of the Drake feature that if you drop a video for that, niggas ain't seen y'all together since y'all performed. And prior to that, as far as the visual, was Church.
Yeah.
Service the record, bruh.
I'm sure, like I said, Meek hasn't made any wrong moves since he got off the helicopter. So I'm sure his consigliere is going to give him the best advice. And I'm sure it's...
I got to get in there.
I'm sure it's Hove. Like, I'm sure Hove is telling him, hey, this is what you need to do. Ooh. I'm sure of it. I'm positive it's Hove. Like, I'm willing to bet Hove is in his ear telling him, do this, do this, do this.
I don't think so.
You don't think it's Hove?
No, I don't think it's Hove. I think Hove, he's had conversations with Hove. I think he's had conversations with Ross. But I think just he's had his own epiphany.
Yeah. He grew up.
And it's like people, like your mentors can talk to you till they blue in the face. But until you have that moment where everything, like all the dots connect, when you literally have that epiphany within yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody says. It never does.
Yeah.
And I think at some point with the whole legal situation that he was going with, it hit him.
Yeah. Anytime you got to sit down for that longer time, you got to think. You start thinking, and if you're smart, you become a better person for it. And I think Meek has shown he's become a better person for that situation.
Yeah.
So let's get on because we're about to get out of here. We're so over time. The R. Kelly.
It's okay.
Yeah, we're fine. R. Kelly documentary came out called "Surviving R. Kelly." It was shut down. The screening for it was shut down due to a threat called in. Let's see. Let me go back here to the statement. Dream Hampton, from, if you remember her from Vibe and from the Tupac book, that's why I remember her. Always goes back to Machiavelli for me. She was executive.
Everything ties back to Machiavelli.
It always does. She executive produced the documentary. It's basically which was several women telling their stories who've accused R. Kelly of the things we've been accusing him for years. The screening, cops came in, and the crowd was screaming, "Fuck R. Kelly." This is hilarious. They're basically blaming R. Kelly for the shutdown of the documentary. No news on when the documentary is going to be released, but it's supposed to be a Lifetime thing. So we'll keep y'all up on that. But yeah, the screening for it was shut down due to threats. Interesting. Speaking of threatening, the hip hop's boogeyman, Big Simon, Suge, has a documentary coming out on Showtime, which is interesting. It's called The American Nightmare. Emphasis on night. The Suge Knight story, directed by Antoine Fuqua. For those who don't know who Antoine Fuqua is, I guess you could say he directed Training Day. and a bunch of other movies, but Training Day jumps out in my head right now. So it's coming on Showtime. Check your local listings for that, because I don't know when it comes out, but it's on Showtime. And speaking of niggas in jail, that's a bad segue, but fuck it. That's a horrible segue. Sorry,
It is, but it's a factual one.
It's Buju Bonton. If you're into the reggae, my reggae accent just came on from nowhere. Buju Bonton was just released.
It's terrible, but okay.
I know. I got Jamaican in my family too. It's horrible. Buju Bonton was just released from prison. I want to say Thursday. So welcome home, Buju. For those who don't know, Buju was sentenced to 8 years in prison for cocaine trafficking. He was caught up in a cocaine deal. He was sentenced to 8 years, and he just came home. So congratulations to Buju. Welcome home. Enjoy freedom. Get some good music. If you're into reggae,
there's about to be a lot more reggae.
Definitely. If you're into reggae or you're into dancehall, I know you celebrate. I even posted.
Yeah, I'm about to say dancehall and reggae are two different things.
Yeah, that's why I said both. Yeah. See, I know. So if you're into those things, that's why I even posted on my Instagram, Buju's home. So y'all go check it out. And without further ado, let's get into what's streaming with you, G, so we can get out of here.
Yeah, it's gonna be short. Ain't too much pop off this week. I got Tone Stiff, Good Company. I Am Sue, Bless, Gucci Man, Evil Genius.
That's it. Okay. All right. So with that being said, even though Ari is not here, let's go into Ari's song of the week. She actually we got it.
Easy to hear it.
I got you.
XX Tentacion.
Okay,
Skins.
We always have a hard time pronouncing Tentacion's name because it's some people say Temptation, some people say Tentacion. I don't know.
I call them XX Tentacion.
Yeah, most people just say X, but we try to be even with the shit.
Yeah, because our X
exactly
from a different.
Exactly. When I say X, I think of DMX. I don't think of Tentacion.
Exactly. So, but long as you don't pronounce it like Wayne did on the Carter 5 on track 2.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah, don't do that.
As much as I love that song, I cringe every time Wayne said his name.
And that song goes undeniably hard.
It does. And that's how Wayne opened the project up. Like, that's why I was just like, oh yeah, this about to be dope. Yeah, and then as soon as he said that, I was like, oh, why ain't nobody correct him?
Yeah, like
why ain't nobody be like, hey, Wayne? Exactly. Not how you say his name.
that's not his name. Like, even if you're not a Tentacion fan, go back and listen to that song because that is bananas.
They let him say that man's name incorrectly about 3 times.
They didn't edit it. They didn't say, "Oh, Wayne, we gotta go back and do that again." Nah, just let it rock. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But like I said earlier, Ari's not here for her own personal reasons. She took a personal day, I guess. But she did manage to send me what she want her song of the week to be, and I'm gonna butcher it because I can't pronounce this shit.
Shout out to always being there.
Facts. I want to say it's Quiñ featuring Sid from the internet. Y'all know Sid. The song is called we all Sid. The song is called Sticky Situations. And let's go right into it here. Here we go.
Fight. Sick of arguing it all the life. Tell you the truth, you got me thinking twice. Thought I got it right. I ain't really tripping, babe. You weren't the one I wanted anyway. I only pursued you for the booty, babe. Now you glued to me. Stuck up in a sticky situation. A really iffy situation. Can't you tell? Caramel, you're losing your flavor. Sugar, honey, I ain't got the patience. Stuck up in a sticky situation. A really iffy situation. Can't you tell? Caramel, you're losing your flavor. Sugar, honey, I ain't got the patience. Loving you is bittersweet. Me too, beat it, you got the best of me. And if I let you get the rest of me, there was left of me. You should know we cast a vote. And all of the homies said you gotta go. All of the rest is out of my control. Don't get too comfortable. Stuck up in a sticky situation. A really iffy situation. Can't you tell? Caramel, you're losing your flavor. Sugar, honey, I ain't got the patience. Stuck up in a sticky situation. A really iffy situation. Can't you tell? Caramel, you're losing your flavor. Sugar, honey, I ain't got the patience. It's like candy. It's like candy. It's like candy. Loving you's like candy. Candy.
That was Quiñ featuring Sid, Sticky Situations. That's Ari's song of the week. It's been a good show. Been a good show. It's funny. Talking to Ari before, I thought this show would go by fast. It's just me and G. We just talk a bunch of hip hop. We in and out. It's probably our longest show in a while. This is probably our longest show in a while.
That's because they always keep us like, look, I need to move on to a different topic. Like, ABN, y'all, all right, so for Uncut Nation, for anybody who feels like A doesn't talk enough or she doesn't interact enough, A keeps me and Wade on point.
Yeah.
If nothing else.
Because we
like, she chimes in with her opinions and comments as we like her to.
Yeah, because as you can see, me and G would sit here and talk all
behind
day.
the scenes, I promise you.
Yeah, me and G will sit here and talk all day, as y'all can tell. This is probably our longest show in a while. I can't think of the last time we had an hour and a 45-minute show.
Oh damn, we that long?
Yeah, we an hour 45 in.
An hour 20.
Yeah, we haven't done a show like this in a while. But I think that's everything. Be back next week. Y'all make sure leave your comments. Please comment, like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Listen to the show. It helps us tremendously when y'all actually leave comments. So please comment. You have any music you want us to play or check out, email Ari at wordswithwade@gmail.com. We do listen to all music. Got some things coming up for y'all.
We just not gonna speak about it ever again.
Probably. We have some things coming up for y'all, and our year-end episode is coming in about 2-3 weeks, and we're going to go over things, and our 100th episode is coming. So y'all definitely stay tuned. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thanks for getting us this far. I mean, this is episode 95, so we've done a lot, yo. And don't forget, this is really at 96 for us because we had a 00 episode. But that's another story. I think that's it. Is there anything else we need to get out, G?
Nah, I don't think we covered it all within the hour and 45.
Right. All right. So, Ari's favorite part, as always. You may agree with what we say.
Okay.
You may not agree with what we say. One thing you can agree with,
What's that?
we keep it uncut.
Uncut.
Until next time, we'll catch you on the internet.
Cheer.
Thanks for listening to the Words with Wade podcast. Make sure you follow us online using the hashtag WordsWithWade.